Hey guys, it's Richard Unicorn Caller here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And I wanted to make this video on a specific concern a few people had, and I think I also have as well, because this is definitely gonna cripple guilds a little bit, and I feel like this change is not gonna be warmly welcomed by most of the community. So we're gonna go into the test realm update notes. And yeah, this is a lot for guilds, but I wanted to kind of read the guild improvements and kind of read where some of the bad stuff is going to happen. So let's just go into some of the good stuff. Your guild now has a chat channel, so you can chat with your guild mates from anywhere in the spiral, which is pretty cool. Your guild name is displayed on your name tag and under your badge. Again, pretty cool. Clicking on players in the guild roster will allow you to message them and teleport to them. Awesome. The guild roster is now sorted by who is online. Online players are listed first. Pretty cool. The guild summary and roster pages are now display how many unique accounts are in the guild and how many account slots are available for new members. Again, pretty awesome stuff. Then characters that are on the same account in the guild now have a special icon. The tooltip for this icon displays the names of the other characters on the same account in the guild. Again, amazing change. A house tab has been added to the guild inventory. Characters with the decorator permission can pick up objects or items and put them in a guild inventory. The guild leader now has an empty trash now button. Pretty cool stuff. Housing teleporters can now be placed in the guild house or guild inventory. Again, housing music, it gets a little toxic. So a new privacy option and settings will hide guild invites from you. Okay, pretty decent. This is when we get into the iffy stuff. So when the guild leader kicks a player from a guild, all the players on the same account in the guild are kicked. So if the kicked player is in the guild house, they're teleported away. So again, interesting change. So if you kick somebody out of the guild that is on other, I guess, characters, all of those other characters are also kicked as well. So you're kind of doing like a mass kick, in a sense. There's a new message appointment type for guild meetings. Guild locks, this is another iffy one, but guild locks now require a number of accounts and not a number of wizards to unlock. So if you wanted to try to unlock a guild lock with like 3 characters or something like that on the same account, I'm guessing that this wouldn't work anymore. Now it has to be unique accounts, like individual accounts. So again, pretty interesting change there. It's definitely going to make it a little bit harder to unlock some of the guild locks, but we'll just see how that goes. And when the guild leader changes the permissions for a character, all characters on the same account in the guild get the same permission. So when a character joins a guild, they inherit the permissions of another character on the same account that is also in the guild. The guild leader may change the name of a guild once a year, so you really want to make sure that you got the perfect guild name. And then this one is probably the biggest iffy one. I think a lot of the community is definitely not going to like. This is right here. So when a player leaves a guild or is kicked out, they can't join another guild for 2 weeks. As of currently, as I am reading this, when a player leaves a guild or is kicked out, they can't join another guild for 2 weeks. So, yeah, I mean, that is 2 weeks is a long time, man. And I'll explain this a little bit more in detail of kind of the social factors this has to go with. They're kind of making guilds having to be this type of social structure in a sense, and also active structure. The main problem I think this is gonna have is not only on guilds but also in raids in general. So let's say that I didn't like a certain someone in the guild because I think that they weren't putting in enough effort, they were inactive, or they just weren't putting in the work. I could simply kick them out of the guild, and they would not be able to join another guild for basically 2 weeks. And the reason why this is kind of concerned with raids is because what happened is, you know, you had people that would basically leave a guild and then hop right into another guild. You know, people would basically hop through guilds multiple times, especially if a guild needed another member to do a raid with, or if they just wanted to go raiding themselves or something like that. But this basically is going to prevent guild hopping, and it's going to be a little bit different now, because now if you wanted to join another guild, you're going to have to wait 2 weeks, and by that time you don't know if the guild that you want to join is already going to have a member kind of fill in your spot that doesn't have a cooldown, and that might take your spot in the raids, or you know, you just don't make it in time, because that cooldown for 2 weeks is a very heavy cooldown. The cooldown for the raid Battlegate is only for about 7 to 6 days, right? So that for a week, but then you also add that double week of when you left that guild. So now guilds are gonna be a little bit strict, including me, because I remember a lot of people texted me that they wanted to join back, and you know, I feel bad that I had to remove so many people from the guild, because during that time all I wanted to do was basically just unlock this one area, and in order to do that we needed 12 cantrips, and we were just looking for anybody that was online to just put the magic touch cantrip on the island and basically just unlock it, right? And you know, I felt bad doing that, because again, I love everybody, but at the same time, if you're inactive, or you're not donating Azoth, or you're not really pulling a weight in, then the guild system I don't think is gonna be right for a lot of people. Some people don't even know what guilds are in general, and some people don't even know what Azoth are in general, and so I think that's gonna be one of the main, I think, criterias a lot of guilds are now gonna enforce, because now if you don't donate Azoth, or if you're not contributing to a raid or anything like that, then there's really no point of joining guilds in general. And especially with this little kick cooldown, if you do get kicked from the guild, you won't be able to join another guild for 2 weeks. Now, this is in test realm, so if you need to establish yourself in a guild, you need to do that now. Because if the guild master thinks that you're not pulling in your weight, and they decide to kick you, and the update is already live by then you'll have to wait 2 weeks, and then you'll have to find another guild, right? And especially for toxic guild masters that just don't like anybody, we're going to see a lot of people that are going to get kicked to the curb. And that, to me, is not the best idea. I mean, I understand why they put the guild cooldown to begin with, because, you know, they want to stop people from guild hopping. You know, they want the raids to kind of be this type of thing, this type of content where you take a break for it and stuff like that. But I'm not sure if adding a 2-week cooldown to join another guild is the best idea. Now remember, if you join a guild on multiple characters on that same account, all of them will also get kicked too, and I would imagine that the cooldown would also go for those characters as well. So yeah, it's kind of an iffy change, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna have to wait and see what's gonna happen. But if you are someone that wants to raid and you want to establish yourself in the guild, you need to do it now, and make sure that you're not gonna be inactive for like a year, or you're not going to be active with the game. Because if you're not going to be active with the game and a guild master sees that, then they're going to kick you out of the guild regardless. And again, I felt bad for kicking a lot of people out of the I feel bad for kicking people out of the guild, because I didn't want to, but at the same time I kind of had to, in order to get some things done around the guild house. I'm donating that. Now 19% complete. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to donate a lot of Azoth. Anyway, that's all I wanted to mention for you guys. I'll see you guys later, and peace out.